Hello, it's Robin. Good day to you. Thank you for joining me. I'm feeling guided to share a bit about what I've just experienced here at Camas Co-Living with Living Miracles, their co-living program, and what's coming through as I follow through on what are called service projects here. So these are projects, things that need to be done on the property, outside, inside. This particular project is having to do with landscaping. And I've had a lifelong journey of landscaping and gardening. I find it very rewarding. It comes very easily to me. I love the instant gratification of taking an area and beautifying it through my effort. I've always loved manual labor. It's very direct. The mind can clear while the body is busy engaging with something. The mind can clear, and a really deep experience can be allowed to come up. So I just was outside this morning after our Sunday service here, and Zach was sharing about service projects and how if we rush through in order to get it done so that I can do my own thing, so I can go complete my own idea of how I should be spending my time, that an opportunity is being missed and that the experience won't be a deepening, and it's far less likely for a healing to occur. And what's coming up for me around that is seeing that I feel inspired to do certain things here, to engage in certain ways, to collaborate in certain ways. And then I continually just kind of push it off and say, oh, I'm not really feeling it right now, or I'd rather do this other thing. And the other thing has to do with my small self's idea of how I should spend my time. And it invariably has to do with distraction, habits from the past that I've carried over for decades, things that aren't satisfying in and of themselves. They don't bring about an experience of satisfaction. And after our service this morning, I felt inspired to take advantage of the coolness of the morning and go outside and do some of this dead plant cleanup and weeding and so on. And it felt really beautiful to go and just do that and not go out and have my cigarette and not get on the phone. And it just felt really clear that, yeah, this is the time for me to just spend a little time. It felt really beautiful as I was pulling the dead stuff and putting it into a bag. I was like, yeah, my mind needs to be cleared. This is the dead stuff that no longer serves. So the symbolism of that activity is really valuable for me. And I soon noticed after about 15 minutes or so of doing that activity, once I had the items kind of cleaned up, pulled up out of the ground, the task wasn't finished because I had made a bit of a mess. You know, that the dead stuff's falling apart, it's dry, it's crunchy, and I noticed this whatever, fuck it attitude. This desire just to say, it's good enough, and walk away. And there was a sense of reservation, a sense of just depletion, and a resistance to following through. And that feels really important for me to expose and just name that. It's a continual issue in my experience on this journey that I don't really want to follow through. There's great resistance to following through with something that truly inspires me. And I can't help but notice in reflection and stepping back and just being honest that anything that truly benefits me is pushed off to the very last second. My procrastination, delaying, distraction, I see it as all the same. Pushing off what's best for me, pushing off what actually feels truly inspiring and rewarding is a pattern that is up for healing. And through this project of seeing that, yeah, I'm just kind of over this, whatever, it's good enough. This is how I see myself. I just want to say F it. Whatever, it's good enough. With all the forms of care, of self-care that come up in my life, such as eating, resting, allowing the body and the mind to rest, drinking enough water. It's very important here. I've noticed over the last 2 days that I haven't followed through on that. Spirit's very clear with me on that. You need to pay attention to this. It does matter to you. Don't worry about why. Don't spiritualize it. Don't do a Course in Miracles thing like I should be over this because I'm not a body. So the guidance is clear. But I notice that those are the things that fall away, not the habits that don't really serve. So it feels really inspiring to share that today and to declare my willingness to pull back my investment in what doesn't serve and reinvest in what Spirit knows is best for me and what He's telling me is best for me. To allow this whatever uncaring pattern to be released. Yeah, and I'm grateful for this gentle lesson today. There's no guilt around it. It's just a beautiful reflection and observation and insight coming in about, yeah, okay, it's time to let this go. I'm noticing my days being spent here and things that are important that either are from the past that need to be wrapped up or things that I feel so guided and so inspired to do. They just keep not being fit into my day. And I've been here 3 weeks. It's like, wow, I see that I push off what's actually feels good and is guided in order to hang on to the small self, to hang on to that whatever attitude. And so I, really, really blessed to be able to share that with you and invite some reflection, invite some honesty about taking a look at that and how it impacts my peace of mind, how it blocks inspiration. I block Spirit's guidance when I do this. I know what I'm feeling guided to do, and I just say, yeah, no thanks, I'm going to do it my way. And that's clearly, it's time to let that go. It's time to let that be washed away. And I'm grateful for the opportunity. So, yeah, that feels really good. Yeah, underneath this fuck it whatever thing is the belief that I'm not worthy of the effort. I'm not worthy of the mind training, of the focus of mind, the focus of purpose. My own happiness is not worth the time. And there's a deep belief of unworthiness there that underlies this. Somehow it's just not worth the time and the effort and my focus, my precious mind energy that is so powerful. It's somehow just not worth it. It's better just to, whatever, and stay the same and accept a compromised experience. And it's time to let that go. It's time to let that go. And allow Spirit to work in my mind to loosen up these patterns. And they seem so automatic. I truly need help. I need to accept Spirit's help with this. So thank you. Thank you for joining with me and sharing this moment with me. I invite that. I invite the insight of Spirit to lighten up my mind and to loosen up this pattern of starting something and not finishing, not seeing the value in completing a task and form, in seeing the value of fully investing every moment, every minute, every hour of every day into what's actually helpful, what's truly helpful for myself and my brothers and sisters out there. Out there. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for this opportunity to expose this need for healing. Thank you for your constant guidance. And I trust that you have the perfect circumstances already arranged for me that will facilitate the healing of this pattern of whatever, and not fully investing in my own happiness, my own awakening. I take responsibility for my state of mind, and I place this day and this life into your hands.